Great. We are here with Jimmy Kennedy from Cabot.
Yes.
And you have like the leftover feast galore.
That's what it's all about today, is how to use those Thanksgiving leftovers. And I want to show you how to make two different dishes. And both of these recipes are from our family farm owners.
Yeah, I mean, for those of you who think just Cabot, it's like, oh, it's Cabot, it's a giant company. But it is family farm owned.
It's all about our farmers.
Yeah, great company.
Yep.
All right, so where do we get started? What are we going to start with?
We're going to make the butternut squash and cheddar risotto first. And this is from Allison at Conant Riverside Farm in Richmond.
Richmond, Vermont?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we got some olive oil. We got about 2 tablespoons. We're just going to get that hot.
Great.
And then we're going to add the onions, mushrooms, and garlic to that. Just let it simmer a little bit.
All right.
Risotto, there's a lot of really good dishes out there for using leftovers. There's gumbos, stews, jambalayas.
That's the southern part. That's the Mississippi
that's
part
what
where
I
it's
use,
like leftovers. Up here we're like pot pie, and you're like gumbo.
Pot pie works too. We're going to do that second. But I think risotto is about the best. I mean, it's easy to make. You can use any combination of meats, vegetables,
and it makes leftovers look classy.
It's a great dish, classy and very tasty also. So once you start getting those a little sauteed up, I mean, usually you want to get this soft, but for sake of TV here today, we're going to go ahead and do this. And this is sherry. You can use wine or anything. And this is just to give a little more flavor to the vegetables.
And those, you know, people who don't cook with sherry, you should. It's delicious. I mean, and that's the thing. Your recipes that call for a little wine, or you know, switch it up.
And this is just straight cooking sherry. You can buy some from the liquor store if you want. Just use a little bit of it. It's a great flavor, and it's fun to cook with too.
Man, you can really smell it now.
Oh, it's great like that.
All right.
It's getting a little hot on us over there. There's some more broth maybe. And it takes about 20 minutes to make this risotto with the rice. So what we're going to do is, I've got one almost finished over there, but we'll go ahead and take you through the steps on this.
All right.
Then
so once this burns down a little bit,
we got a cup of arborio rice.
Okay. You can find this every grocery store in the world.
Every single grocery store has this now, pretty much. And this is the best to use with risotto. It keeps its shape, takes on the flavor of just about anything.
So it's really
short
tight.
And plump. Yep, exactly. And what we get, you're just going to let the rice absorb the liquid, the sherry, and once that kind of absorbs all of that, and you know, you got to keep an eye on it. You don't want it to get soggy either. Just kind of let it cook a little bit. And the secret to risotto is just adding the chicken broth or whatever you use a little bit at a time.
So not all at once.
No, about a half a cup. This is 2 to 2.5 cups right here. If you use about a half a cup at a time, you can control it. You can you know, keep the texture right.
Because the one thing you don't want with risotto is overcook risotto.
No. You want to cook it al dente for sure.
If you overcook your risotto, just spackle some walls, fix the garage. All right, so we'll add a little bit of this.
Yeah, and then about half a cup.
And then we'll switch. We'll switch with our magic stove, and then all of a sudden we're right here. All right.
And you want to, when you're using arborio, you don't want to rinse it. You want to leave it just as it is, because the starch kind of helps with the creaminess of this dish. And this is, usually you want it a little creamier. We'll add a little bit more in there.
So that starch just releasing, getting creamier.
Yeah, it's just so tasty, this stuff. And then we have butternut squash, a great Thanksgiving.
Great. Roasted?
This isn't roasted. This is just cooked actually in my smoker.
Oh man!
I smoked a couple of turkeys, so
and then you just smoked some butternut squash.
Why not, right? Just put it in there.
You are energy efficient. That's what I like.
And here we have some fat-free half and half.
Okay.
And then, of course, the world's best cheddar.
Yep.
And I'm using Sharp today.
I tell you, we go through a 5-pound block of this a week at my house.
What kind do you like?
Sharp.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, that one right there is just
That's the good stuff. You just want to stir that up a little bit. Just blend it a little.
Okay.
This is so good. My daughter thinks this is better than mac and cheese now. I mean, she's only 2, but she's calling it mac, and this is what she wants.
She's got taste.
Yes.
That's a good thing.
There you go.
All right. And so we're just folding this in?
Yep, just keep folding it in until it's all nice and heated through and combined real well.
Man, that is just,
another great thing about risotto, you can serve it for side dish, main dish, appetizer, breakfast, whatever.
Dessert.
Yeah. And you can use, like I said, just about anything in it.
No, I mean, I knew a guy who did a strawberry champagne risotto at his restaurant for a dessert, and it was great.
Venison.
But I'm gonna call him right after the show and tell him he needs to top it with cheddar.
There you go, of course.
All right. All right, so we just dish that in there?
Yeah, just dish it right in.
All right.
And we'll pretend this is like a side dish, so we don't have to do too much in there. And
we'll do it like a Buchanan side dish.
Perfect. A little parsley, maybe some green onion.
That's great.
That's good stuff right there.
That's good. All right.
Try a bite?
Yes. I'm getting that big piece of smoked squash, so you can really smell it. It's great.
It's great to have a smoker in there.
Man, it's great because it's really creamy. You get the sharp cheese, but then you got that squash, and that squash just, man, that's got a lot there. That's incredible.
Good deal.
That's great. All right.
All right, turkey pot pie.
Great.
And this is from Beth at Liberty Hill Farm.
Okay.
And Liberty Hill Farm Inn in Rochester. And she does great things there. Beth Kennett, she's a great chef. So.
And you can smell it. I mean, this is just turkey. I mean, this just.
Pot pies are, like you said, it's great comfort food.
Yeah.
I mean, it has a strong tradition here in New England.
Yeah.
And this is one of the best I found. Her recipe is great.
Great. But we got to make the biscuits, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Get that ready for this.
And if you do not have a butter cutter, show that thing.
You have to get one of these.
You got to get one of those because I am so lazy at my house that I know I need one of those and I don't have one of those and I just crumble all the butter by hand.
Well, you can use a fork or your fingers, but the pastry blender works really well. 6 cups of flour.
Okay.
Got a lot of sugar.
Wow, so like a sweet biscuit, huh?
It's like, yeah, this is a sweet biscuit and it makes great shortcake biscuits too. It's 3/4 of a cup.
So you can have the risotto and then you can have the turkey pot pie with biscuit and then have a strawberry shortcake right at the end.
A little baking powder.
Yeah.
And salt. It's a basic biscuit recipe. Just a little bit of extra sugar, and it turns out to work really well with this recipe.
I like the extra sugar in a biscuit. I think it just makes it a little bit sweeter, but I got a sweet tooth. What can I say?
Nothing wrong with that. Then, you know what? Let's add the cheese first.
Oh, man. So I didn't even realize we were getting, I should have known.
It's
Cabot. We're going to do cheese.
You got to add the world's best cheddar, or it's not going to be a good biscuit.
No, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I use Cabot for everything. God. It's just, I mean, stop buying Parmesan, switch to Cabot, make everything better.
Yeah, I don't know if you tried the yogurt, man, but that yogurt
we get this yogurt too, and it's the yogurt's always changed kind of over the year with the packaging and everything else, but it's a really great yogurt. Like the vanilla,
it's like ice cream. The vanilla bean. It's really good.
It's really, really, really good.
Okay, so we got our cheese in there.
Okay.
And we're going to add some butter.
Yep.
This is where the pastry blender comes in handy. You can also use a KitchenAid or something like that. This thing works pretty well.
Yeah, this is low cost, low tech, but
you can get these at just about any store too. Yeah. You just work it in.
You can buy an overhead mixer for $350, or you can buy this for about $5.
Yeah, good point. So you just work that in.
All right.
But I've taken the liberty of going ahead and rolling out some dough, and you don't want to over knead this. You just want to work it. Can you just smooth it right out?
Yeah, I mean, you can still, I don't know if you can see them on there, but you can still see the real big chunks of butter in there.
There's some good butter chunks in there. I like to leave them like that, too.
Yeah, and you can see that cheese.
If you want to take the turkey gravy.
All right. Put that on the bottom?
Yep, just right on the bottom there. And you can also use chicken, ham, venison, even fish, just about anything. It's all good. And any vegetables you happen to have. Nice. And you can, we're cutting these in round shapes today, but I've also used footballs, shaped cookie cutter, Christmas trees, pumpkins, whatever.
It's holiday season.
That's right. Use your imagination there.
It's bowl season.
That's
it's
right.
Super Bowl season. Yeah. And if you got kids, little dinosaurs, stuff like that, then they'll actually eat their vegetables.
Exactly. You just keep lining these up. You can put them pretty tight there if you want, or just spread them out.
All right. Do you glaze these like butter or anything like that, or just straight up?
No, there's so much butter in here already.
Yep.
And when this is cooking, the steam kind of takes into the biscuit, and you don't really need to.
Man, and
doesn't hurt though.
But you can see that layer in there. That's how you know that it's a good biscuit. Without the layer,
going.
Man, not so good. And then throw these in the oven.
Throw that in the oven just like that.
Wow, look at that. All right. That is awesome.
And this is what the finished product looks like.
Man, that is just like
nice golden brown.
Yeah.
It's about 15 minutes at 425.
Yeah, but you can see the cheese in there too. And I bet it's like sopped up all the leftover, all the last little bits.
It's a great leftover dish, that's for sure.
Man, that's great. Should we grab a little plate there?
Let's do it. Yep.
Great. Man, look at that.
Oh, yeah. Lots of turkey on the side.
Lots of vegetables, lots of biscuit. That biscuit looks awesome. Man, that looks good. Let me get some turkey on there too, though. Man, that's great. That turkey's delicious.
Isn't that good? Right out of the smoker.
Now, I thought that biscuit being sweet was going to be weird, but it fits really right in. I mean, turkey's
really
kind of a sweet meat.
Yep.
It works great with that. I mean, that's just great. If you guys haven't been to Cabot's website, you guys got like a slew of recipes on there.
We have so many great recipes. It's cabotcheese.coop.
Yep.
But we also, seems like a lot of our farmers have been using the leftovers.
Yeah.
And we've actually dedicated a page on our website inspired by their recipes. And that's just Cabot Co-op/turkey leftovers. Check it out.
That's a great thing. If you guys haven't bought Cabot products for a while or are thinking about the holiday, the cheese displays, everything, eating breakfast with yogurt, Cabot's really got a full line of everything. And just remember, every time you buy one of their products, it's keeping a farm in business, keeping American dairy going, you know, and that's really important to our region, especially, you know, 95% of Vermont's agriculture is dairy, you know, so buying these products keeps small farms afloat. We really appreciate it. If you haven't called in to make your donation to VPT, 1-800-639-8303. Lots of Cabot products in the gift bag. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.